Okay, a standard solution is a primary standard is when you have an accurately known substance and you dissolve it to make up a solution of known concentration. So a standard solution is something that you know the concentration of, and sometimes you can find a standard solution by titrating it with the primary standard. So once you've done a titration and worked out the concentration of a solution, then it becomes a standard solution. So you can't use sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid as primary standards because we don't have an accurately known amount of them. We can't know an accurately known amount of them, but we could standardize them. React them with a primary standard, and then once we've reacted them, we could use them as a standard. Okay, equivalence point is when the reactants are stoichiometrically equal, when you've got the reactants in their mole ratios. So if it's a 1:1, then you've got exactly the same amount. If it's a 1:2, you've got twice as much. So they're stoichiometrically equal based on the mole ratios. So endpoints when the indicator changes colour, and you want those two to happen at the same time. Burettes and pipettes are glassware that deliver accurate volumes. Burettes deliver different volumes. Pipettes are fixed. Aliquot is the fixed volume in the conical flask that is delivered by the pipette. And the titer is the volume that's delivered by the burette. Okay, a sample of anhydrous. Anhydrous means without water. So if there's water attached, then when you measured out the sodium carbonate, you wouldn't know how much water was attached. So it's dried out, it's anhydrous. Of approximately 2 grams is weighed accurately. The solid must be dry if it's to be used as a primary standard. The solid is tipped into a volumetric flask. That's a flask that you can dissolve a set amount accurately in, like 500 mils or a litre, and it's shaken with about 50 mils of distilled water until the solid dissolves. So you just make sure it's really dissolved first, and then when it's dissolved you make it up to whatever volume. A 20 ml aliquot of the solution is taken using a pipette and placed in a conical flask. A few drops of suitable indicator added and the mixture is titrated against dilute hydrochloric acid, which would have been in the burette. The titer is recorded and the procedure is repeated until there are 3 concordant results so that you can get an average. That means concordant means the lowest and highest value of the titers has to be within 0.1 of each other.